Right now, while the Obama administration has done,
it's very different in France because we have
capping student payments.
Last election we had 14, 15 candidates. Here you have two. In 2008, Barack Obama overwhelmingly won the youth vote through the big Hope and Change campaign. Do you think that's changed?
I believe it has. You know, he took advantage of a lot of things in 2008 that weren't tapped before. He took advantage of social media, Facebook, Twitter. Our generation are the prime users of that. He tapped into that. He toured college campuses. He campaigned across them. He spoke at commencement. He made commencement speeches at a lot of these campuses. He did a fantastic job at garnering the youth vote than John McCain and the Republicans did in 2008. It's a much different story 4 years later. While I will admit he probably will still get the majority of the youth vote, is not as enthusiastic, number one, and I don't think they really saw what Hope and Change was from 2008 to 2012, and it hasn't been what they were expecting. It hasn't been what I was expecting.
Do you see students both in the College Democrats and around you, are they motivated by this campaign season?
Absolutely. In 2008, I think Barack Obama won 70% of the youth vote and people ages 18 to 25. And so we're really trying to mimic that this year. And from what we've seen so far, we are pretty close to achieving close to that goal. A lot of the media would have you believe that our generation is apathetic towards politics. I don't think that's true. From my experience, I have had a great reception of people really wanting to talk about politics. Especially in an election year, people are kind of fired up and really are excited to get involved. My main thing now, facing graduation in a couple months, is being able to pay back my student loans. In America, student loans are astronomical. Just being able to go to college, some people have to spend their whole income. So for me, number one, getting a job after college, and number two, being able to pay back my student loans in a relatively short amount of time.
Obviously, we see that jobs in the economy have been the number one issue on people's minds. I think people are always going to vote their wallet before voting on another issue. What's most important to them, how have they done financially over the last 4 years? Rising cost of education has always been a concern. With many people on student loans, we've seen students having trouble to either repay back those loans in the time allotted or not be able to repay them at all and default. And with many students in our generation not being able to find a job immediately after graduation, that poses a problem. So how are they going to pay for these loans?
What about, I guess, more social issues? Gay marriage, abortion? Do you feel it's a big divisive line between Republicans and Democrats?
Absolutely, and it really shouldn't be. Gay marriage and abortion and women's reproductive rights, things like that, that should be something that everybody cares about, and it's unfortunate that the Republican Party doesn't feel that way.
I think the one major misconception that people have about us is that we're just a one blanket group that believes lockstep with the Republican Party platform. That's not true. Many of us have moderate stances on social issues. Many of us have libertarian stances on social issues in which the government shouldn't really have that big of a role in social issues. And many of us even have a more left-leaning stance on some social issues where we agree with some Democrats. I'm very optimistic. You know, I'm being realistic as possible. What states are at the play, what swing states we have, all these polls coming out. But I think the only important poll that matters is the one on Election Day. I'm very confident that Mitt Romney will win. I'm very confident that Scott Brown will be reelected. And I'm very confident the rest of this country will see that Mitt Romney will lay out a better 4 years of his plan and his vision than Barack Obama will for the next 4 years, because I don't think these previous four years was what everyone was looking for. I believe Mitt Romney will be our next president.
I think Barack Obama is really the best candidate for our country, and in my mind, there's really no competition. When you talk about, in this last debate, for example, he was talking about LGBT rights, campaign finance reform, gun control. All of those things are something that I find personally really important, and I think a lot of students do. So really, he has our interests as students at heart. So I really think Barack Obama is going to take this election.